Hi, welcome to my channel. If you need help with any particular exam paper or topic, do mention in the comment section. I will try to help you out. Today we are going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 1 Core, Variant 1-2, May-June 2019. Question number 1. Write 30682 in words. So this is 30,682. Question number 2. Change 4,365 meters into centimeters. Meter is the big unit and centimeter is the small unit. To change from big to small, we multiply. So to change from meters to centimeters, we multiply by 100. That will give us 436,500. Next, insert one pair of brackets to make the statement true. We need to get 17. If we put a bracket here, we'll have 4 multiplied by 4, 16, plus 1, 17. Question number 4 is a probability question. The probability that Tommy has his calculator for his mathematics lesson is 0.4. There are 120 mathematics lessons in 1 year. Work out an estimate of the number of mathematics lessons in 1 year that Tommy has his calculator. You just have to multiply 0.4 by 120 and that will give us 48. Question number 5a. Subtract 123 from 1 million. 1 million has 6 zeros. So from that we'll subtract 123 and we'll get 999,877. Subtract 9 from 2. So 2 minus 9 will give us negative 7. Complete each statement. A quadrilateral with only one pair of parallel sides is called a trapezium. I hope you know what a trapezium is. And part B, an angle greater than 90 but less than 180 is called an obtuse angle. If it is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, it's called a right angle. And if it is less than 90 degrees, it is an acute angle. More than 90 degrees but less than 180, obtuse. Question number 7a. Shade 5/8 of this rectangle. Let's see how many parts it has been divided into. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total 6 here, and here we have 4. So 6 times 4 is 24. Total small squares are 24. So 5/8 of 24 will give us 15. We have to shade 15 squares. So these are the 15 squares that we shaded. You could have shaded any 15 squares. Part B, shade 2 more squares so that this grid has rotational symmetry of order 4. You can see that before the corner you have 2 squares. Before this corner you have 2 squares. So the same we are going to shade this one and this one. That will give us the rotational symmetry of order 4. Question number 8, we have been given 2 parallel lines and one line which is crossing them. Write down using letters from A to G the angle that is alternate to angle X. I hope you know what are alternate angles, corresponding angles. Alternate angles are the ones that make a Z. So this is making a Z. Therefore, X will equal B. And then part B, the angle that is corresponding to angle X. Corresponding is it makes an F. So this is here D with X. So the angle that it is corresponding to angle X is D. Question number 9. 50 students each choose their favorite color from a list of 6 colors. The results for the colors red, orange, yellow, green, and blue are shown in the tally chart. Complete the tally chart. So how many have chosen red? These vertical lines are 4 and 1 cross. So total 5. 5, and 1. 11. Let's count for all and write them down here. So these are 11, 14, 9, 5, and 3. Now we are going to add all of them and they will give us 42. Subtract from 50, 42 and you will get 8. These are the 8 lines we have to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on to question number 10. Write this number correct to two significant figures. If you have a decimal here and after the decimal is the 0, we don't count that as a number. We look at the other two numbers. So number 1 and 2. If the number after what we want to round is 5 or more, you add 1 to the number before. So the answer is 0.048. 10b, write 0.0527 in standard form. We have to move this decimal 1, 2, 3 places. So 5.27 times 10 to the power of negative 3. If you move the decimal to the right, our power sign will have negative. Question number 11. Find the highest common factor of 90 and 48. There are two ways to find the highest common factor. I'll show you both the ways. We will write down the factors of 90 first. 1 times 90 will give you 90. 2 times 45. 3 times 30. 90 is not divisible by 4, so we'll divide by 5. 5 times 18. 6 times 15. And 9 times 10. And then we are going to write the factors of 48. 1 times 48 will give us 48. 2 times 24 will give us 24. 3 times 16. 4 times 12. And 6 times 8. Now we are going to look at the numbers here and here. Which is the highest common number? 6. So the answer is 6. Now I'll show you the other way. We are going to write the prime factorization of 90. You can use the factor 3 or just divide the numbers. So write 90. We are going to divide it by 2, which is a prime number, and the answer is 45. 45 I can divide by 3. I can divide 15 by 3 also, and the answer is 5. And then 5 I'll divide by 5. Remember, we have to use only prime numbers. Now let's look at 48. Again, it's an even number. We can divide by 2. We'll get 24. 24 divided by 2, 12. 12 divided by 2, 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. Now to divide 3, we are going to use 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. Then we write down the prime factors. 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 will give us 90. And for 48, 2 times 2 times 3. Highest common factor, we will circle the like ones, 2 and 2, 1 from 90 and 1 from 48. And we also have 3. So 2 multiplied by 3 will give us 6. This method is especially useful when you have to find the least common multiple and the highest common factor. Question number 12. We have been given a triangle and we have to calculate the area of the triangle. So the area of the triangle is half times base times height. We have the base, which is 8.4 centimeter, and we have the height, which is 3.5. This will give us 14.7 square centimeter. Question number 13. We have been given a diagram that is a right angle triangle, and we have to calculate the value of x. So we have to find the angle x. This requires you to use trigonometry. I hope you know the different trig identities. These are the identities you need to know. Sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So there's another way to remember it. We write it like this and we pronounce it so, ka, toa. If you repeat it a few times, I know it sounds weird, but if you repeat it a few times, you will not forget it. So what is opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse? This is the angle we are talking about. The side opposite the right angle is your hypotenuse. And this is called opposite the angle. And the third side which is remaining, that is your adjacent. So when you're solving a trig question, let's see first what we have. We have the hypotenuse and the adjacent. So we write here, we have the adjacent and the hypotenuse. What does that mean? We have to use cos. Cos x is equal to 6.2 over 23. And to find the angle, we write cos inverse 6.2 over 23. We'll get 74.36. And when we round it to one decimal place, the answer is 74.4. Question number 14a. The diagram shows a solid cuboid made of identical cubes. Work out the number of cubes in this cuboid. So let's see, this is one cube, then 2, 3, and 4. So how many cubes we have like that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 multiplied by 4, 40. The same for the second line, 40. Third line, 40. And the last line, also 40. So total 160 cubes. Part B. The diagram shows the nets of two solids. Write down under each net the mathematical name for the solid. This is a cone. And this is a square. And you have triangles here. So this is a square-based pyramid. Question number 15. A box contains 22 colored pencils. 6 pencils are pink, 9 are blue, and 7 are yellow. Write down the ratio of pink pencils to not pink pencils. Pink pencils are 6, and not pink will be 22 minus 6, which is 16. We can see that both can be divided by 2, and we'll get the answer 3:8. Or you could put in the calculator 6 over 16, and you will get the answer 3/8, which can be then written as a ratio. Part B. A pencil is taken at random from the box. Write down the probability that this pencil is green. Let's just check. 6 plus 9 plus 7 will give us 22. And there are total 22 pencils. We can see that there is no green pencil. So the probability of the pencil being green is 0. 16a, expand. So x square multiplied by x. When we multiply a variable by a, we add the powers. So this is to the power of 2 and x to the power of 1. So 2 plus 1 will be 3. And then x square multiplied by negative 7 will give us negative 7x square. Part B, we have to factorize y square plus y. Y square means there are 2y plus y. So this y is common, we factorize it. We are left with y plus 1. Question number 17a. Show that there is not a square number between 50 and 60. Let's write down the few square numbers. 6 square is 36, 7 square 49, 8 square is 64. So there is no square number between 50 and 60. Part B, write down a prime number between 50 and 60. A prime number is a number that is not divisible by any number except itself and 1. And between 50 and 60, we have two prime numbers, 53 and 59. You can write either one of them. Question number 18. A machine always takes 5 minutes to paint an 80-meter white line on a road. Work out the number of meters painted in 45 minutes. So for 5 minutes, in 5 minutes, you can paint 80 meters with the machine. So with 45 minutes, how much can you paint? Cross multiply. So 5x is equal to 80 multiplied by 45, and x is equal to 80 multiplied by 45 divided by 5. 720 meters. Next, work out the number of minutes taken to paint a 2.8 kilometer line. We know that in 5 minutes we can paint 80 meters. So how much time are we going to take to paint a 2.8 kilometer line? We are going to change the kilometer into meters. For that, we have to multiply by 1000. 2800 meters. So again, we'll replace this with x. We'll cross multiply. 5 multiplied by 2800 is equal to 80 multiplied by x. Therefore, 5 times 2800 divided by 80 is the number of minutes taken to paint the 2.8 kilometer line. 175 minutes. Question number 19, simplify. We have been given an indice question. 5m square multiplied by 2m cube. 5 multiplied by 2, 10. And like I said before, that when you're multiplying, you have powers, you add the powers. 2 plus 3, 5. Part B, bracket is given to us, and inside the bracket, x to the power of 8, bracket close, power of 3. In a case like this, we multiply the powers. So x, 8 multiplied by 3, 24. That's our answer. Question number 20. Without using a calculator, work out this fraction. We must show all our working and give the answer as a mixed number in the simplest form. So first we'll have to change this mixed number into improper fraction. 4 multiplied by 2 plus 1 will give us 9 over 4 divided by 3 over 7. If there's a divide, we will write multiplication and write the reciprocal of 3 over 7. Reciprocal means we will flip it over, we'll write it as 7 over 3. Now multiply the numerators, 9 times 7 and 4 times 3. Put this in the calculator, you will get 21 over 4. We have to write this as a mixed fraction. If you don't know how to write as a mixed fraction, in your calculator, press the shift button, and then there is one button like this, SD, is just above the delete button. So first press the shift and then press this button, and you will get the answer 5, 1 over 4. Question number 21. The diagram shows a semicircle with diameter 9 cm. Calculate the total perimeter of this semicircle. We already have this as 9 cm. We need to find this part here. This is the circumference. To find the circumference of a circle, we use the formula pi d. That will be the circumference of the full circle. But as we are having a semicircle, we are going to divide by 2. So circumference of the semicircle will be pi times 9 divided by 2 plus the diameter. That will give us the total perimeter. Now put this whole thing in the calculator. We'll get the answer 23.13. You can leave it as one decimal place. So that's the total perimeter. Question number 22. Jerry and Elaine run around a running track. To run around the track once, Jerry always takes 90 seconds and Elaine always takes 105 seconds. They start together at the same point. After how many minutes are they next together at that point? Whenever you have a question like that, you have to find the LCM or the lowest common multiple. And to do that, we are going to divide 90 by prime numbers. So we'll start with 2. 90 divided by 2, 45. Now I cannot divide 45 by 2, so I'm going to take the next prime number and see if I can divide it. Yes, I can divide it by 3. That will give me 15. And then 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5 can be divided by 5, which is another prime number. So 90 is equal to 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. And then 105, we are going to do the same thing. We cannot divide by 2 because it's not an even number. So we'll divide by 3. And 35 cannot be divided by 3. So the next prime number is 5. And 7 can be divided by 7. So 105 is equal to 3 times 5 times 7. Before we move forward, let me show you the factor 3 method if you don't understand this method. So 105. Write down 2 factors of 105. 5 times 21. 5 is a prime number, circle it. Now we are not going to use it. And then write 2 factors of 21, which is 3 and 7. They are both prime numbers. So this is another way of prime factorization. After this, we are going to look at the numbers that are same in 90 and 105. We have 3 and we have 5. So these numbers we are going to write it one time. But we also have this 2, 3 and 7. We are going to use those two. Now multiply all of them together and we get 630. But remember that we are talking about seconds now. The answer we want is in minutes. To convert seconds to minutes, we are going to divide by 60 and that will give us 10.5. So total, after how many minutes they are going to be together? After 10.5 minutes. Question number 23. Rearrange this formula to make x the subject. It's a very easy 3-mark question. So first, always what you want to make the subject. Check, is it positive? Yes, our 5x square is positive. This negative 3, when we bring to the other side, it will be positive 3y. So 5x square is equal to, add the like terms, 4y plus 3y will give us 7y plus 8. Whatever we want to make the subject has to be alone. So the 5 goes to the other side. 5x square means 5 multiplied by x square. So when we move to the other side, it will become divide. So 7y plus 8 divided by 5 can be written as 7y plus 8 over 5. And x has a power square. So if I want to remove the square, I will write square root. So that's it. We have made x the subject. Question number 24. A1. Using a straight edge and compass only, construct the perpendicular bisector of AB and show all your construction arcs. AB is a line. To construct a perpendicular bisector of AB, from A, make an arc like this. It should be more than half the distance of AB. With the same compass, From B, cut that arc and then join the 2 points here. That is the perpendicular bisector of AB. This is how your perpendicular bisector of A will look like. You make this arc here and this arc here and then join the two centers. A2, using a ruler and compass, only construct the locus of points. From this year onwards, locus is not a part of your syllabus, so we are going to skip that. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe to my channel and share the channel with your friends. If you want me to solve any particular year, do mention in the comment section. I'll be glad to help you out.